If you still disagree, so be it. That's democracy. That's America.
And taking a live look at the White House right now, we're told President Biden will sign more than a dozen executive orders on his first day in office. We will get to those in just a moment. Repairing a divided nation, it's one of the greatest challenges to face an American president.
The pandemic has killed more than 400,000 Americans and is still raging out of control. And the insurrection at the Capitol 2 weeks ago laid bare the nation's deep political divisions. President Biden, at 78 years old, is taking office at as grim a moment as many Americans can remember. News 4 Jax has several crews covering this historic moment in our history. We begin with Tarek to wrap up a very eventful day. Tarek.
President Biden said today that without unity as a country, there is no peace, pleading with Americans to unite while recognizing the glaring divisions that still exist. In an inauguration like no other during the coronavirus pandemic, the scaled-down ceremony took place on the steps of the United States Capitol. Nearly 200,000 United States flags are staked on the National Mall, where in previous years people sat, representing those who couldn't attend the inauguration. The ceremony was attended by former presidents and first ladies Barack and Michelle Obama, Bill and Hillary Clinton, George and Laura Bush, and outgoing Vice President Mike Pence and his wife Karen. Singer and actress Lady Gaga sang the national anthem in extravagant fashion, followed by a performance of This Land Is My Land by Jennifer Lopez, all leading up to the moment where President Biden is sworn in as America's 46th president, holding a 127-year-old Bible that's been in his family since 1893.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
the
office of President of the United States.
office of President of the United States.
I, Kamala Davy Harris, do solemnly swear.
I, Kamala Davy Harris, do solemnly swear.
Kamala Harris becomes America's first female Black and Asian vice president, a daughter of Jamaican and Indian immigrants, the commander-in-chief pledging to be a president to all Americans, even those Americans who didn't vote for him.
This is our historic moment of crisis and challenge, and unity is the path forward. And we must meet this moment as the United States of America.
President Biden is getting right to work, signing 17 executive orders, many of them reversing President Trump's policies, including orders to stop the U.S. from withdrawing from the World Health Organization, rejoining the Paris Climate Accord, canceling the Keystone Pipeline, and reversing more than 100 of Trump's actions on the environment, reversing Trump's travel ban on 7 Muslim-majority countries, and halting the construction of the border wall. Former Vice President Mike Pence and former Second Lady Karen Pence, who attended the inauguration, they walked onto the inaugural stage to bipartisan applause. The incoming vice president and outgoing vice president and their spouses also shared a laugh shortly before the Pences departed for private life. Ken?
Thank you, Tarek. Donald Trump is the first president in more than 150 years to not attend his successor's swearing-in ceremony. Donald Trump arriving in Florida before President Biden took the oath of office. Joy has a closer look at Trump's departure from Washington. Joy?
Kent, former President Trump left the White House with the former First Lady at 8:12 this morning, boarding Marine One for the last time. He stopped quickly to speak with reporters, saying it had been the, quote, honor of a lifetime to serve as president. Mr. Trump did not mention President Biden, but said he left him a note in the Oval Office. He said he'll be back in some form in politics, and some are saying Mr. Trump has discussed forming another party to continue his political career. Mr. Trump's final departure was held at Joint Base Andrews. His daughter was in tears watching her father give his final speech as president.
I wish the new administration great luck and great success. I think they'll have great success. They have the foundation to do something really spectacular. And again, we put it in a position like it's never been before, despite the worst plague to hit since, I guess you'd say 1917, over 100 years ago. And despite that, the things that we've done have been just incredible. And I couldn't have done it without you. So just a goodbye. We love you. We will be back in some form.
Flying during the hours just before Mr. Biden's official swearing in gave Mr. Trump one last opportunity